Hey guys, it's your girl Lashes Tony XO. How are you guys doing today? I have a fun video for you guys. I am going to be talking about my #1 favorite drugstore brand at the moment, which is e.l.f. So e.l.f. has kind of passed Milani for me. I used to be a diehard Milani fan, but I haven't really been into Milani lately. So basically, every time I purchase something from e.l.f., I am so impressed, and I just love that brand. So it's definitely my #1 favorite drugstore brand, and I have a box full of my favorite e.l.f. products. I will have them all linked in the description box for you guys if you would like to check any of these out. Some of these are limited edition, maybe not available, but here is a giant. I did make a purchase recently from e.l.f., but these are all the products we will be talking about today. So I have a ton of things I want to mention because I really do love the brand e.l.f. So first thing I want to talk about is their eyeshadow palettes. As far as drugstore, e.l.f. eyeshadow palettes they have been killing it. They have been killing it. So I definitely want to talk about any kind of products as far as palettes that I have been obsessed with from e.l.f. So let's go ahead and jump into this. So #1, these are not going to be in order. I'm just going to randomly talk about each product because I have like probably 20 things, maybe more. Like I said, this is definitely my #1 favorite drugstore brand. So I have the little e.l.f. What are these called exactly? These are the bite-size eyeshadow palettes from e.l.f. So I do have them in 4 colors. This one is the, what is it called? Pumpkin pie. I have pumpkin pie. I have cream and sugar, which is this one. I have truffles, which is this one, and then I have rose water, which is this one. So I have all 4 of these. These are great. I paid $4 each for mine, but I think some places have them for $3. I thought about picking up the mint green color for the spring and summer. I think that would be a really fun addition to my little mini palettes from e.l.f. collection. So I might pick that one up. If you've picked it up, let me know how you like that one. I think that one would be so fun to play with. So I do want to mention the little bite-sized palettes. They are amazing. Another thing I really love from e.l.f., this was part of their e.l.f. Retro Paradise collection. I know they still have these, or they still have these types of liquid shadows, and the 24 karat gold is my favorite, and you can see like that's how much I've used. Like I've really went to town on this one. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. I had it laying a certain way, so I think it moved around, but this is such a gorgeous color. I love to use this in conjunction with the Naked Honey palette just to add a little bit more of that sparkle, that honey color. So this is just absolutely gorgeous. I would love to pick this up in all the colors. Like I said, they still have these types of liquid shadows, and I absolutely love the gold one just because I really love the Naked Honey palette, and this is so pretty with it. So love that. I wanted to mention that as well, and I feel like those are just as good, if not better, than the Natasha Denona ones that are like $35, and those are like $5.99, I want to say, but I'll link everything for you guys. Alright, so another palette, you guys know this was like my #1 palette in 2020. I mentioned it. I'll link my video down below. It was my favorite makeup of 2020. The best of beauty of 2020. And this was one of my #1 palettes. I love this palette. So this is by e.l.f. It's the Retro Paradise palette. I even did a dupes video comparing this to the Too Faced Pumpkin Pie palette. I will link that down below. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. You will be pretty shocked how I can get all these colors to look like that palette, the other palette. And this was the very, very affordable palette. I absolutely love this. I did so many looks in the fall with this palette. They're very pigmented. Look at that color. I mean, here's that gold color, you guys. I mean, this is a super pigmented palette. You can't go wrong with this palette. Even if you like pastels for the springtime, there's like Eastery colors in here. You can see those Eastery colors. They're gorgeous. I'm not sure if this palette is still available. I'm pretty sure it is, but I highly recommend it. I mean, look at those Easter colors. So gorgeous. So you could wear this. I feel like this is one of those palettes you can use springtime, summertime, fall time, winter time. There's just so many. This is like one of my favorite palettes of all time, and it was so affordable. e.l.f. is an amazing brand, like I said. I love it. I wish I was sponsored by e.l.f., but I'm not. I bought all these myself. This one right here is their newer one, the e.l.f. and Chipotle Mexican Grill eyeshadow palette. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is such an amazing palette. I love it. Of course, I'm biased because I love e.l.f., number one. Number two, I love Chipotle. So Chipotle is my favorite fast food place. I consider it a fast food place. And I'm not a huge Mexican food fan, but I can get a more healthy, I feel like a more healthy Mexican food with the Chipotle, because I can do all veggies. I could do like the cauliflower rice and, you know, make it a little bit healthier for me. But these colors in here, this one's my favorite color. I don't have the plastic on it, so they have really cute names like guac and salsa and black beans and pinto beans and all those cute names. This is white rice and brown rice, fajitas, so really cute names. But I really love this palette. I did a look with it. I'll link it down below if you haven't seen it. I plan on doing a more springtime color with maybe these greens and the gold, or the greens and the orange. I haven't decided, but I want to do another look with this palette. So it is so cute. The only thing about this palette is not available. It was limited edition. So the bad thing is, if you want to pick it up and you didn't get to pick it up, you're going to have to look on like Poshmark or something like that. Maybe they'll release it. I hope they do, because I think this is a great palette. It was $16. I think it's well worth the price. And I love the palette. And I think the mattes are blendable. The shimmers are great. I love this palette. So I wish that it wasn't limited edition. But like I said, if you just gotta have it, check out Poshmark. Okay, so those are my favorite eyeshadows from e.l.f. Let's go ahead and talk about base products. So e.l.f. has my favorite drugstore foundations right now. They are killing it. So we're going to talk about foundations, concealers, powders, foundation brush, all kinds of, I've got all kinds of stuff in here, guys. So these are all e.l.f. products, like, and I'm dropping half of my stuff, but these are like all e.l.f. products in this box. So this is how much I love e.l.f. I'm going to try to put it in my lap, but you know, this is a giant box. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk about base products. So my top favorite base products, and I'll try to link all these for you because I know a lot of you guys like me to link stuff. So right now my favorite foundation from e.l.f., definitely the e.l.f. Camo Cc Cream. Looks like this. This is the original color that I picked up just because Target only had one color left and I had to try it. So the darker color is in medium 375 neutral, and then my right shade that I ordered from e.l.f. is called light 240 warm. So these are what they look like. I love the packaging. They're very travel friendly, which I'm going back and forth right now, traveling to my house, to my grandmother's house, and something like this is great to just throw in a makeup bag. You don't have to worry about it breaking, spilling. They're $14, and you can get it from e.l.f.'s website. You can get it from Ulta's website. You can pick it up at Target if you're gonna go buy groceries and you want to walk over there and look at them. Definitely get one because I think they're really good. And I personally like these better than the It Cosmetics because I feel like these are very good for people with combo oily skin. Maybe you never really like the It Cosmetics. I feel like this one is a little bit thicker, a little bit more mattifying, not too mattifying where it's going to show your pores, but I feel like this has really amazing coverage, and I think it would be perfect for the spring and summer. So these are like my favorite foundations of the moment, so I did want to mention these. Now a really good runner-up if you're looking for a more light to medium coverage is this right here, and this is the e.l.f. Oil-Free medium coverage foundation, and this is like in a glass. This is like plastic squeeze tube, but this has a pump, and I think I picked this up in 2020 or 2019. I can't remember. It might have been 2019, but I really like this one. It gives me you can do a really light coverage, but it says medium coverage on here, so it's really nice. It has a flawless satin finish, which I totally agree. This is not matte at all. It does give you that satin finish. I like that it's glass. I like that it has a pump. It looks a little bit more expensive. It's beautiful. Of course, e.l.f. is cruelty free, and I'm in the color, if I can find it, 210 Natural in this one, and then of course I said I got light 240W in this one. So wanted to mention my favorite foundations from e.l.f. at the moment. Now as far as applying foundation, I have two favorite products from e.l.f. as well. This is their e.l.f. sponge. It is might have been $6, $3 to $6. This one's wet because I just got through using it, but you can use it wet, you can use it dry. I like to use this. It's called the e.l.f. concealer sponge. You can use this for foundation, you can use it for cream blush, you can use it for contouring like a cream contour, you can use it for concealer, you can use it for any kind of cream product. And I like it because it's very light and fluffy, and I love the shape of this. But you can't beat the price, and I just wanted to mention this as well. My favorite foundation brush, I use this all the time. I like it for foundation, but I also like it for cream products as well. And this is by e.l.f. and this is the Ultimate Blending Brush. I used this today for my foundation, and I absolutely love this brush. Okay, so I was saying that this e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush is bomb. So I like to use this for a foundation. It's a really good foundation brush, but I also like to use it for cream products. So if I want to do like a cream contour with it, I'll do that. If I want to use it for cream blush, I will do that. This is an amazing brush. I believe it is under $10. So I will definitely link the brush and the sponge for you guys. I highly recommend it for your base products. Okay. Now, let's see. Let's go ahead and talk about concealers. This one is the hydrating one. So I recently repurchased this. I did have it a while back when it first was launched, and I recently repurchased it and fell in love with this. So this one is I like this one more than I like the original. This one is the e.l.f. Hydrating Concealer, and I picked up the color Light Medium. I wanted a shade that's more close to my skin color. So I got, did I say light medium? Sorry, light beige. And this one is just really creamy. And that one is the color more like my skin tone. And this one is a very brightening. So if I wanted to, I could mix them together. But I really like the creaminess of the hydrating one better, just for my age and everything. But like I said, if you're younger and you don't have like lines under your eyes, or you have very oily eyelids or under eyes or whatever, you might want to go with the original. But they're so freaking affordable, and I love the hydrating one. If you haven't tried it, highly recommend it. So I did want to mention that. I also want to mention this right here. This is something new that I picked up recently. And this is a e.l.f. eyeshadow primer. Now normally I just use concealer to prime my lids before I put eyeshadow on. But this one is really, really nice. So I'm going to swatch it right beside the concealer. So it's right here. It's just a very lightweight. It has a wand to it like this. And I just like to dab it on, just swipe it across my eyelids and just pat it with my fingers. And it makes my eyeshadow stay on longer. I don't have any problems with it creasing or anything. And this is like $2, I want to say. So I did want to mention this as one of my e.l.f. favorites as well. Alright, so I had to mention this. This is like one of my top e.l.f. favorites at the moment. If I had like a top 5 e.l.f., this would be probably number 1. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. Oh my gosh, guys. If you're not allergic to talc, and if you're looking for a really good loose powder that kind of gives you that airbrush look, kind of like the Charlotte Tilbury, where it kind of airbrushes your pores and your flaws, this is Balm for $8. It is definitely my top favorite powder at the moment. I think this is so good. It does not give my skin it says glow, but honestly it just gives me like an airbrush look. And it is a loose powder, and it does have one of those where you twist and there's little holes and you just kind of dump it out. So it reminds me of the Bare Minerals a little bit, the packaging does. But the product itself is so good. If you're not allergic to talc, I highly recommend trying this for only $8. There are colors. I got the color light for color reference. I got lights, and I just think it is perfect. So this is definitely a top favorite from e.l.f. for me. Wanting to mention that. Alright, some more e.l.f. products. I have a few more to mention. Alright, so this is the e.l.f. bronzer and the e.l.f. blush. So these are the, what are they called? I cannot see. They're the, I think they're called the e.l.f. Infused. This is the Infused Bronzer and the e.l.f. Infused Blush. The bronzer, I really, really enjoy this. I got the lighter color. It's just really nice if you're looking for a drugstore bronzer. And this is the lightest one. It's very nice on the skin. I like this one a lot. e.l.f. Infused Bronzer. Highly recommend it. This is the e.l.f. Infused Blush. And I like this color because I can use it if I want a more warm looking bronzer. I could use it for a bronzer. I could use it for a blush. And this one is really beautiful as well. They have different color ones. But if you just want like a very warm tone bronzer, or maybe you have darker skin, pick this color up. I believe it's called, I'll link it. I think it's the Spiced or something like that, but it is a blush. You could use it for bronzer if you have darker skin, or if you just like that warmer tone. Highly recommend that one as well. Some more things that I've really been loving from e.l.f. are these little e.l.f. What are they called? I'll link them. They're like, well, they're like the halo things. So basically I use these, I wash these, I take my makeup off with these, swatches off. They're washable. They're washable. They come in a 2-pack. You get the whites, and I think they're like $4 for both of these, so you can't go wrong with these. So I love these. I picked these up at Target. I think they're great. You can get them off Ulta.com. You can get them in the store, whatever. I wanted to mention those. They're amazing. Alright, so I had to mention this because summertime, spring, coming up, girl. So this is the e.l.f. Retro Paradise Glow Up Body Oil. I love this. If you don't want to pay the price, I'm trying to reach it, of the, can't afford this, or you don't want to pay that much, I think these are $30-something. This one is the Copacabana Bronze Glow Oil. I used to have the Huda one. I used to have the Fenty one. Oh my gosh, those are so expensive. This one is by e.l.f. and basically does the same thing. So, for instance, if I just want some glow. I like to use like a fluffy brush. This is from Sephora. This is the Sephora Pro Bronzer, and I use it to kind of bronze up my skin. This has a nice smell as well, but if you don't really care about the Boom Boom Cream smell and you just want something like that for the spring and the summer, this gives your skin a very, I'm wearing it today, it gives your skin a very beautiful golden glow. And this retails for like $5 or something. You cannot go wrong with this. Highly recommend it. Pick it up. If you can still pick it up, I would highly recommend that. That stuff is bomb. Last but not least, I want to talk about some e.l.f. lip products. So I really like this one for just like when my lips are really dry. This is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Juicy Gloss. I love this thing. I love the way it makes my lips feel. It has this little, I love how these types of things have that flat part, so when you put it on your lips, it just feels nourishing. The smell, I'm not a huge fan of, but the color and everything, it's just a very nice, glossy, very clear, but has a little bit of a pink tone to it. It's a really nice gloss. If you're looking for like more of a thick, nourishing gloss, I love this one. And these are so cheap. They're like $3 or something. I also picked this one up from e.l.f. I did a video like last year on this one. And this again is like an e.l.f. balm. You can notice the colors that I pick out. This is the e.l.f. balm, and it does have a little bit of pigment in this one. It's like a coral. That's this one right here. It's really beautiful. It's very creamy. This is definitely not a liquid lipstick. It is just like a very balmy lipstick. So it's very moisturizing, but it does give you color. So I love this one as well. This one does not smell at all. And this one is called, what is it called? I can't see it, but I'll link it down below. I'll try to link all these products if possible. And this again is the e.l.f. Chipotle Plumping Gloss. This one's not available anymore. Like I said, if you really have to have it, you can pick it up from Poshmark, but it's going to be like crazy prices. And it just looks like a plumping gloss, but it does not burn the lips like the Too Faced one or the crazy ones. So it kind of looks like this one right here. But this one smells like cinnamon. So this one smells like cinnamon. This one has a weird smell to it, but I personally, if I had to choose between the two, I would definitely pick this one. It's cheaper. It's very available. You can get it anywhere. Target. I get mine at Target, Ulta, or the e.l.f. website. And then if you want a pretty pop of color for spring, this one right here is gorgeous, and it's like under $5. So recommend those for your lips. And I think that is everything for my e.l.f. haul slash top favorite e.l.f. beauty products that I think you should try if you haven't. Like I said, I will try to link everything. There's a lot of stuff. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more like this as far as my favorite drugstore brands and what I recommend, or even high-end, leave them in the comments and give me throw some names out there, some brands out there that you would like me to talk about. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and be part of our Lashes Tony XO family. We would love to have you here. Make sure to hit the notification bell because I don't have a set schedule right now, so it's just whenever I'm able to post. Also, make sure to like this video. It helps me a lot. And leave a comment so we can chat. Hope everybody has a great day, and I will see you guys next time.